Lovers and the Dreamers by Elizabeth Scarhart. Illustrated by the Mayor of Halia. Narrated by Elizabeth Scarhart. Chapter 2. The Realm of Feelings. Ink's next visit was a week later. Ink appeared in Snowdin and knocked on the door of the brother's house. Sans opened it, a finger over his mouth, signaling Ink to keep his voice down. Ink looked around as he was let in and saw Papyrus sleeping on the couch. He was tucked in with a freshly fluffed pillow under his head.
He hasn't slept well these last few nights,
Sans explained in a whisper. Ink nodded, and the two made their way to the kitchen.
I suppose this is a bad time to ask you on a picnic?
Ink asked quietly.
No, not at all.
Sans replied.
An empty house is a quiet house. Let me just write a note.
He got a sticky note and jotted down his message, sticking it to the TV where Papyrus would see it when he woke up. Ink had forgotten the picnic basket, so the two first went to Ink's pocket. Sans looked towards the record room. It was locked tight as usual. If it was open, it meant Sans got to choose which universe he wanted to visit. If it was closed, it meant Ink had a destination in mind.
Where are we going?
Sans asked.
Outer Tail?
Ink shook his head, smiling.
Pirate Tail?
Another head shake.
Fairy Tail? Closer, but still no.
Ink said.
I'm not taking you to a universe today. I'm taking you to a realm. A realm?
Sans asked. Ink paused, thinking. How could he explain this? He finally picked up a basket of fruit from his counter and handed it to Sans.
Pretend this is the multiverse,
He said.
Each piece of fruit is a universe just like the ones you just mentioned. However, in some of them, the pulp of the fruit has been removed, leaving the skin or the peel empty. That's an anti-void. You with me so far?
Sans nodded.
Said peels and skins are called voids. Areas in limbo between this life and the next that make up our universe's structures.
Ink continued.
On that note, the air around the basket is the afterlife.
Sans nodded again, though a little confused on the void aspect.
Then you have the basket itself, which holds it all together.
Ink said.
Reeds making up the basket are realms. Realms are areas of things like feelings and morals, life and death, etc. They're full of magic, as well as often their own caretakers and guardians. Are these guardians interdimensional people like you?
Sans asked.
Yes, but they didn't start out as regular monsters like I did. They were born as interdimensional beings, so we call them energy beings to separate it out.
Ink said.
Enough questions. You can learn more when we get there.
Ink grabbed the picnic basket and painted a door. He opened it up and waited for Sans to go first. Sans couldn't believe his eyes. Before him stood a large forest. Trees grew tall and strong, many bearing fruit, nuts, or birds. Other small critters, like squirrels and chipmunks, scurried around, hiding and popping out of the flowers. Sunbeams streamed through the leaves, creating a shimmering effect on the forest floor, and a gentle river was nearby. Sans's starry eyes were wide. Ink had showed him many amazing worlds before, but there was something different about this one. Sans could feel this place had more magic, like Ink said. The magic seemed to make everything more alive.
Welcome to the realm of feelings.
Ink smiled, making the door disappear.
My buddy Dream lives here. He said he knew the perfect spot for us.
Ink started down the side of the river. Sans followed, looking around. It was quiet here, peaceful. Everything he looked at seemed to fill him with a sense of joy and tranquility.
This place would do everyone good.
He thought. He'd have to ask Ink if he could bring him here later. The river led to a clearing in the woods. It was brighter here without branches to filter out the sun. There was a large hut on the edge, back under the trees. In the center of the clearing was a very old stump, wider than any of the trees Sans had seen in this realm.
Here we are.
Ink announced.
Dream, we're here!
Another skeleton, even shorter than Sans, came out of the hut. He was dressed in golden black with a bit of cyan blue and with a cape and headband. He shared his and Ink's round features and large eyes. If Sans hadn't been told beforehand, he would have thought this was another Sans changed into an interdimensional being like Ink was.
Hiya!
The new skeleton greeted.
Great to see you again, Ink. You must be Underswap Sans. Well, my name is Sans.
Sans nodded.
Nice to meet you, and congratulations. You're really lucky to be dating someone as amazing as Ink. You'll never have to worry about anything because Ink is so powerful, he can fix anything in a chimney.
Dream said excitedly. throat uncomfortably.
Dream, we're here for a picnic? Oh yeah, follow me!
Dream picked up the basket for ink and started off, following the river again. Sans and Ink lingered back a bit.
Got you on a pedestal, doesn't he?
Sans asked quietly. Ink nodded.
Don't get me wrong, Dream's really nice. He's a friend of mine. But given that I can make just about anything appear out of nothing, I'm considered pretty powerful. So you really weren't kidding when you said Pap and I were the only ones who see as an inkling?
Sans said.
That's crazy.
Ink shrugged. He was used to that by this point. Dream eventually led them to where the river flowed into a cave. He led the two inside and took out a bow. Runes inscribed on the bow glowed in bright cyan, lighting the way. The cave formed, with the river going in one direction. Dream led them the opposite way. The cavern grew lower and turned this way and that. Gems of all different colors were glowing brightly enough that Dream could put away his bow. Eventually, the passage led to another cave opening, but this time they were under the river. It was falling past them outside the entrance in a waterfall. The waterfall only let in a little light, leaving the gems to light up the area and cause the watery sheet to shimmer. Sans stared at the sight before him. He'd never seen anything like this in any of the universes Ink had showed him. Realms really were something special.
Will this do for you?
Dream asked.
This is perfect. Thank you, Dream.
Ink replied.
You know how to find me if you need me.
Dream grinned, taking his leave. The two remaining skeletons spread out the picnic blanket and the food. Ink had packed lemonade, fresh fruit, chips and dip, sandwiches, and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
They chatted as they ate. Ink told Sans about some of his latest missions. Sans told him about his latest lessons with Alphys. They brainstormed up puzzle ideas, and by the time the food was gone, they were just swapping jokes back and forth.
So a week later, the same patrolman pulls over the same guy and opens up the truck, and he sees the same bunch of penguins, only now they're wearing designer sunglasses. So he says to the man, I thought I told you to take these penguins to the zoo. And the man replies, I did. Now we're going to the beach.
Sans laughed loudly at his joke and at the mental image of a bunch of penguins in various designer sunglasses.
That's funny.
He'd seen what they looked like in books from the surface.
I really love your laugh.
Ink told him. Sans smiled.
I like yours too. You're the best audience I have when I feel funny.
Ink chuckled.
Yours is so real though. You never hold your laugh back. It's one of the things I like about you. You're never afraid to show your real self.
He took Sans' hand.
I like you for a lot of other reasons too. You're handsome, you're funny, you're clever, and you never think the worst of people.
Aww, so cute.
You're amazing too, Ink. You shoulder so much responsibility and you always do it with a smile. And you never let it make you too busy for friends or loved ones. Well, it's them who make me smile.
Ink replied.
Especially you. That's why I lingered at Muffet's the other day. I need to ask her permission to do this.
Ink got on one knee and pulled out a small box. Inside was a handmade silver-woven ring with a shield entwined into the design.
Oh my god!
Sans, will you marry me?
Sans' eyes widened.
Oh my
He jumped up,
god!
grabbing Ink in a hug, kissing his cheek.
Absolutely! Yes, yes, yes!
Ink laughed, kissing his mouth to quiet him before slipping off his glove and slipping the ring onto his finger. It was just the right size.
Oh my god, that was the cutest thing ever. They're gonna get married. I'm gonna cry. Also, hi guys. I'm sorry I didn't do an introduction. I was really too excited about watching chapter 2, The Realm of Feelings. of the lovers and the dreamers story. But oh my god, Ink just proposed. That's so cute. I'm gonna cry for real. Okay, honestly, I think this is gonna be the best story I'm ever gonna react to. Out of everything I used to react to, of all the Undertale comics, horror movies, just anything that I could possibly think of that I wanted to show you guys so you guys can see what I would react. But this has to be the best ones I've ever reacted to. Even far more, in fact. It's just, I really think Ink Sans and Blueberry Sans make a really, really great ship. I think in this story, this is something Ink Sans would do for Blueberry just to impress him and actually propose to him. And I could see that happen. I wish there was a comic about that where they can do something like this. Honestly, this is amazing. I love this Chapter 2 one. I think Chapter 2 is the best story chapter I love so far. Honestly, I honestly don't know what to say. This is the best story I've ever reacted to so far. I can't stop saying it. Honestly, okay, I know I shouldn't tell you guys this, but after me and my boyfriend, Landon, who you know, Poco, me and him got into a relationship, he's pretended to propose to me twice. Pretending. It was pretend. We're really far away, so, you know, but he's pretended to propose to me twice in a row before. And I don't know how many years has it been since me and him got together, but I don't know. Honestly, this is something, this story, this part we just watched together, this is something my boyfriend would do if he was trying to impress me, but not literally take me to the realm of feelings. I mean, like taking me to somewhere nice where I haven't, like, something that I haven't seen before, and I would say that this is one of the best sceneries I've ever seen in my life, you know? But that's just a food for thought. And, okay, guys, and my boyfriend, I wanted to mention this, but I don't know. You know, after I met my boyfriend, Landon or Poco, I asked my boyfriend, on what day did we meet each other? He goes, August 16th. And since that's the day we first met, mine and my boyfriend's anniversary will be coming up again on August 16th. I don't know if it's our first anniversary or or second or third. I honestly don't know, but I think it's our first anniversary. My boyfriend will have to answer that for me when he watches this. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I just wanted to. Just to let you guys know. No, sorry, I burped, sorry. I was eating a sandwich, and I'm getting a little full. Sorry. But yeah, back to this. I really am enjoying this story so far, and I hope you guys are too. I hope this is something that you guys can look back on each and every day if I'm not making any videos or something and you guys are bored. And still, please check out Just Another Undertale AU. She does amazing stories that came from the original creators who did this. You got to subscribe to her and give her a bunch of support. She's gonna need it. She's really, really, really cool. I checked out her channel a bunch of times before. That is how I saw the Blue Ink story. I first saw her channel and I was thinking, I want to see. And then I saw a story called Blue Ink, and I heard about Undertale before a lot of times, and I said to myself, I guess Ink Sands and Blueberry Sands would make a great chips, so let's watch this story. And ever since I watched the Blue Ink story, I was mesmerized by her art, by her work. Well, her and Elizabeth Scarhart, honestly. They're both amazing. So, I will put her channel in the description below, as always. So please go and check her out, check her videos out, and please give her a bunch of support. And please subscribe to her. She's really, really cool. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later in Chapter 3. Bye-bye, everyone!